Hey guys, I'm Charlie Atkins, and this is the 20-minute no equipment upper body series. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. Standing up nice and tall on your mat, I want you to put your hands in fist, elbows facing each other, and then for cactus arms, we're just going to be opening up the chest and then closing it. When you open, inhale, and when you exhale, start to bring the elbows together. So we're just moving the arms through this plane, warming up, getting ready for our 20-minute, no equipment, arm workout. We're going to do this for about 10 more seconds. See if you can really grip your hands and fists as you open and close. And then throughout our next exercise, we're going to keep the hands and fists. So go ahead and start to bring the hands down by your sides. All we're going to do is keep the core engaged. We're going to roll the shoulders back 3 times. And then start to roll the shoulders forward 3 times. So just cycle through those 3 different motions, and then reverse, go the opposite way, opening up, and then rolling forward. Don't forget to keep the core engaged, rolling back, opening up the chest. We've got about 7 seconds left to go, and then we're gonna get ready to move to our next exercise, which is some good old-fashioned jumping jacks. Now, if you don't feel like jumping, you can always step one foot and then the other. However, if you're ready to get your heart rate up like I am, we're going to add a little bit of a hop. Now, if you'd like to modify and change to a stepping jumping jack halfway through, totally okay. We're here for about another 15 seconds, so just jumping out and right back together. Really trying to get the arms to move, since that is what we are working today. It is going to be a fantastic day. We are starting the day with a warm-up. Now let's go ahead and come to the back of our mats. We're going to do inchworm walkouts. So the back of my mat, all I'm going to do is keep my hips up, my legs as straight as I can, and I'm going to walk my hands out to push-up plank position, and then slowly walk right back up, reach arms up, come right back down. Make sure hips are in line with the shoulders, walking right back up, going right back down. Now we're going to walk all the way back, come up to standing, and then to prepare for our next warm-up, we're going to come all the way out to push-up plank position. Make sure the shoulder's in line with the wrist. Feet go a little bit wider, and then you're just going to start doing opposite hand to opposite shoulder. So we're doing shoulder taps. Just moving from side to side. However, when you move, you don't want the body to rotate. So make sure shoulders are right over the wrist, core is engaged, and we're just tapping opposite shoulders. And of course, make sure you breathe. We got about 5 seconds left to go. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold push-up plank position. From here, you're just going to bring the hips up with the knees bent if the hamstrings are tight. You can straighten the legs if you have the mobility, but we're going to move from plank position to downward facing dog. So we're going to be pulling forward, shoulders over the wrists, pulling up, hips up high. Coming out, body is nice and flat. Coming up, body is in the position of a V. Pulling yourself out, lifting hips up, inhale out, exhale up. Let's do 2, and we'll get 1 more in there, and then go ahead and drop the knees, and let's get started with a little bit of work. Okay. Coming into our first exercise, we're going to be laying down on the mat, and we're going to be doing T-lifts. So I'm going to come down onto my belly, forehead is going to rest on the mat. I'm going to have my thumbs out to the side in a T position, and all I'm going to do is lift my arms up. So head is down, and then I lift. See if you can press the shoelaces into the mat, the hips into the mat, and the forehead. So while I'm doing those lifts, I'm trying to lift my shoulder blades up off my back and bring them together in the center of my back. T lifts. Nice, you got about 10 seconds left to go. Let's see if we can do 5 more together. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Go ahead and come up. Take a quick rest. Our next exercise, we're going to be doing bear to plank. So we're going to be holding a push-up plank position and then walking our feet in. 45 seconds total. So we're going to start in this push-up plank position. Make sure that the core is tight, and then you're just going to walk 1 foot in and then the other and right back out. Shoulders stay right over the wrist the whole time. Core stays tight. And of course, working the arms. Make sure that the arms stay strong. Walking in, walking out. Not only are we working our arms, we're also working our core today. Now, if maintaining yourself in this position with the knees 1 inch off the ground is challenging, you can always drop for a quick second, lift back up, step back out, step back in, drop for a second, lift back up, step right back out. Let's do 2 more together. Stepping back. Last one, come to bear, come to plank, and then rest. So quick 10-second recovery, and then we're going to flip over and we're going to come into our tricep dips. So as I flip over, I'm going to have my fingertips facing my heels. With my arms straight, I want to maintain shoulders over the wrists, and then all I want to do is bend my elbows back and lift right back up. Now we're not trying to go for speed. We're going for integrity of the exercise. So bend back, extend up, elbows bend, lifting up. As you can tell, because I'm really close to the mat, I don't have a whole lot of room to bend. So I just want my hips to graze the mat before I extend right back up. Again, shoulders are right over the wrist. Bending down, lifting up. Inhale down, exhale. Keeping the core tight. And again, fingertips are pointing towards my heels. We got about 5 seconds left to go. Let's get 3, 2, last one, and then rest. Nice. Let's move on to exercise number 4. We'll be doing prone V-ups. So you're going to be in push-up plank position. From push-up plank position, I'm going to make sure that my shoulder stays over my wrist the entire time, and all I'm going to do is tippy-toe my feet up with my hips, take my weight over my hands, and then slowly start to walk back. Again, I'm going to walk myself up, pressing into my fingertips, and then walking back. It's almost like we're setting up for a handstand. So walking up, weight is in my hands for a second, coming right back to plank. If you need the break, you take a quick second to your knees, you pop right back up, and you start walking. Weight is in my hands, almost like I'm going to do a handstand, coming right back, but I'm not doing the handstand. Walking up, let's do it one more time together. Weight is in my hands, and walk back, and then rest. Whew. So those are our first round of exercises. We're going to do all of those exercises again, 45 seconds each for each exercise, starting with the T raises. So coming down to my mat. Here we go. Again, I want my forehead, shoelaces, hips to be pressing into the mat. Arms are in a T position, and I'm just going to be lifting up. Here we go. So as I'm doing these T lifts, I really want to make sure I'm bringing my shoulder blades together behind me and that my thumbs are going towards the ceiling. Don't forget about the breath. See if you can press the shoelaces into the mat and the hips. We've got about 10 seconds left to go. Let's finish with 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then rest. Coming up, we got that quick 10-second recovery, and then we're going to head in our bear to planks. So we're doing a lot of pushing exercises, which means we really need to focus on the core holding us up strong in those positions. Here we go, setting up plank position. Shoulders are right over the wrists. I don't want to be too far away. I don't want my hips up. I'm in a straight line, and then all I'm going to do is keep my core engaged. Walk one foot, step back, come forward again. Really press into the fingertips. Hips stay low, and breath is always moving. If you find yourself getting stuck and you need a quick break, come to bear plank, drop the knees down, take a breath, reset, and start up again. Coming forward, stepping back, core is engaged, my back is flat, hips are not coming up, just the knees. Let's get 2 more of these. So walking in, walking back, walking in, coming back, and then rest. Whew. Next exercise, tricep dips. So again, we're on the back side. Toes are pointed forward, fingertips are going to be pointing towards the heels, and I want to make sure that my shoulders are right over my wrists when I'm elevated. So all we're going to do is we're going to bend the elbows backwards, extend up. Inhale down, exhale up. We're not trying to go for quantity, meaning amount. We're going for quality. We want nice, strong, fully executed tricep extensions, meaning I want my shoulder right over my wrist, lowering down and lifting up. Keep the core engaged. Weight is pressing into my heels, lowering down. If you need a quick break, you just lower to the bottom, come right back up. We got 10 seconds left to go. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, woo, 2, back of the arm is burning, last one, and then rest. Nice. Let's move into our final exercise of this set. We're going to move into those prone V-ups. So again, it's like I'm setting up for a handstand, but I'm not going all the way up. Push-up plank position, take a breath. All I'm doing is walking my hips up, putting the weight into my hands, and then slowly lowering down and coming right back. Walking myself up, putting the weight into my hands, pushing myself away from the mat, walking right back. If I need a recovery or a reset, I drop my knees, and then I fire right back up again. Walking up, pushing myself away from the mat, coming back. Walking myself up. This one's really burning. Walking back. We got 10 seconds. Let's do one all the way up. Push yourself away from the mat. Walk back. Drop the knees and recover. Nice job. So, first set of strength exercises are done. Let's move into our next ones. Tabletop lifts. So just like my tricep extensions, I want to be sitting in this crab position. I want to make sure that my shoulders are right over my wrist, and then all I'm going to do is lift my hips up to the ceiling, pause, and then lower right back down. Hips are going to drop right back down to the mat. I lift up, pause, lower right back down. And then I just turn that into a motion. Each time I want my hips to reset and lift up. I don't want my elbows to bend. I want my arms to stay straight, and I want my shoulders to stay over my wrist. When I'm in the top position of the tabletop, I have a straight line from my shoulders, hips, knees, and my knees are in line with my ankle. Lowering down, I reset just to lift right back up. So it's a wonderful chest opener. Let's see if we can do one more together. Lifting up and lowering down, and then moving on. Next exercise, we have our plank jacks. So again, we're in that push position. It's a lot of pushing to do the body weight arm series. We're going to stay with it. Push-up plank position. I can step. Again, if you look, my shoulders are right over my wrists. My hips are not up. They're right in line with my shoulders. Or if I want to drop my knees for a quick second to give my arms a break, I breathe. And then advanced option is I can hop them out at the same time. So again, this is going to be core. Make sure shoulders stay over the wrist. What usually ends up happening is we go too far away from our hands. Make sure you're right on top. Shoulders are right over the wrist. 15 seconds left to go, pushing the ground away from you. Make sure the hips stay in line with the shoulders. Don't let them creep up. We got 8 seconds. Tight core. 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew. Next exercise of the set, we'll be doing our push-up hold. So shake out the arms. This one's going to be a doozy. Push-up plank position, we're going to lower down to the mat. Pause, drop all the way down, push up and reset. What I mean by that, shoulders are right over the wrists. Push-up plank position, I lower down, I pause, I drop, and then I lift. I breathe, and I reset. Push-up plank position, lower down, pause, drop, reset. Do it again. Push-up plank position, lower down, drop, and reset. Lifting up, push-up plank position, lower down, pause, reset. 10 seconds left to go. We're going to do 2 more of these. Lower down, drop, lift. Last one, here we go. Breath, exhale, pause, drop, and reset. Whew. So push-ups are not your strong suit, and you're getting stronger in them. Great way to learn how to do them. Exercise number 4, we'll be doing standing up. So standing with feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to put my palms facing each other overhead, and then with a flat back, tight core, I'm just going to swim my way through the air. So palms face each other at the top. Flip the palms out. Pull the water away from you. Palms face each other towards the top. So we call this overhead adduction, ADD. D is in dog. We're just swimming through the air with a strong core and a strong base throughout our legs. We've got about 15 seconds left to go. As you are swimming, you want to feel like the atmosphere is super thick and you're just swimming through jello. Yes, jello. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Now let's do all of those exercises again, starting with our tabletop lifts. So coming down to my mat. Whew. Crab position. I want to make sure that my shoulder stays in line with my wrist, firing up. Fingertips are pointing towards my heels. I lift up, pause at the top, lower down, reset. I lift up, pause at the top, lower down, and reset. Coming up, lowering down. Lift, lower down. So in that top position, heels are right underneath the knees. I open up my chest and I'm pressing through my glutes to get my hips up. Lifting up and lowering down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, lifting up, open up the chest. Last one comes up and then lowers down. Whew, nice job. Let's move on to our plank jacks. Now again, I gave you 2 options. You can either hop or step them. So, shake out my arms, push up plank position, shoulders are right over the wrists, setting up. I can start by stepping them, working my core, strengthening my arms, or if I'm feeling, sweaty, I'm gonna hop out. Now, as you're hopping out, to entertain your brain, think about pressing into all 10 fingertips. So I'm gripping my mat as I do this. If my hips start to float up, I know I'm doing it wrong because it got way too easy. Hips go low. Hips are right in line with the shoulders, and I'm hopping out. Pushing myself away from the ground and having fun while I'm playing jacket. We've got 5 seconds left to go. We're going to make it. Falling through and rest. Whew, that was a doozy. Moving on to our push-up holds. You're really going to want to shake out the arms for this one. So what we're doing in those push-up holds, we're holding that bottom position, and that's where we're getting stronger. Let's take a breath, and let's go. So, push-up plank position. Shoulders are right over the wrist. Take a deep breath in. Lower down. Pause. Drop the knees. Reset. Lift up to plank. Take a breath. Lower down. Pause. Drop the knees. Reset. Setting up. Push-up plank position. Shoulders right over the wrist. Lower. Pause. Drop the knees. Reset. We got this. Let's do 2 more. Top position. Take a breath. Lower down. Pause. Drop the knees. Reset. Last one. Lifts up. Deep breath in. Lower down. Pause. Drop the knees. And reset. Whew. Almost there. We're going to do overhead abduction. This is adduction. Adduction. Feet are hip distance apart. I'm going to be hinging at my hips with a flat back, straight line from my head to my tailbone, and I'm going to swim through the air. So again, we want to almost act as if the earth or the atmosphere is made of jello, and you have to pull and push your way through the air. So we're strengthening the shoulders. We're allowing the shoulder blades to move on the back. Keep the core tight and make sure that you're maintaining head in line with the tailbone. We're just pushing up, coming back. Now what my hands are doing is my palms face each other at the top. I flip them out so the back of my palms face each other. I swim. I flip the palms so they're facing up. I pull them up towards the top, flip again, and just keep moving through those. So let's do 1 and last one, and then come up. Nice job. Final set of the workout. We're doing core. Let's go ahead and come down to the mat. You're going to love me. These ones are only 30 seconds long. Elbow plank position. I want to make sure that my elbows are the distance between if I grab both my elbows with my hands, set it up, elbow plank. Shoulders are right in line with my heels. I take my gaze slightly forward so I'm not cocking my head too far down, and I breathe. If I pull my elbows towards my toes, I'm going to lock myself into that plank position. If I drive myself away from the earth, I'm going to make sure that my chest isn't dropping down. Staying strong in the core. If I can, I'm going to bring my heels together. Staying here for 3, 2, and then rest. Whew. Moving on to our next exercise. We're going to be laying on our bellies. We're going to do a locust lift. So I want my forehead to be down on the ground again. Palms are going to be up towards the ceiling. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, I want to lift up my heels, and then my chest, pause at the top, lower down. Lift and lower. Inhale up, lower down. So I'm strengthening my back, I'm strengthening my glutes, my back core. Lower, up, and down. Good, give me 2 more. Last one. Nice. Coming right back up, we're moving to our down dog hold. So this is an active stretch. Tuck the toes under, hips go up. Again, if my hamstrings are tight, I'm going to keep my knees bent. I want to make sure that my shoulders are in line with my hips, and then if I have it, I'm just going to straighten my legs. So while I'm in this down dog, I want to pull my chest towards my shins, seeing if I can get my head in between my arms. And then on an exhale, let's move into our elbow plank. So to make sure that my elbows are in the right placement, I'm going to hold the outsides of my elbows, open up my hands, and then setting up for my elbow plank. If I can, I bring my heels together. I make sure that my shoulders are right over the wrist, and I tuck my tailbone under, and I'm pushing myself away from the mat. Pull the elbows in towards the toes. Let the whole core light up. Staying here. Now, if pulling the heels together is too challenging, all you have to do is open up your base in the feet, and you should be able to hold yourself up a little bit stronger. Taking some more breaths. Strong core. In 3, 2, and then come down to your locust lift. So again, palms are going to be down by my hips, palms up towards the sky, forehead down on the mat. I'm going to lift my heels up, my glutes to fire, and then I lift me up, and I lower right back down. Lifting and lowering. So we're strengthening the entire backside, opening up the chest, and lowering down. Coming up for 3, 2, last one, and 1. Hands come underneath the armpits, tuck the toes. Let's come to our downward facing dog. Bend the knees if the hamstrings are tight. Make sure that the hands are in line with the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift the tailbone up. And then if you can, straighten the heels down towards the mat. Let's do 15 seconds here. Really seeing if you can pull the chest towards the shins and drive the hands into the mat, lifting the tailbone up. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and then rest. So that right there was our entire 20 minutes, no equipment, upper body arm workout. Thanks for working out with me, and we'll see you next time on the mat.